The other day I was scrolling through Instagram as usual until I found a reel that caught my attention. There was a very cool looking reaction and noticed that all the chemicals needed were easy accessible for an amateur chemist like myself. So I started searching for chemicals that could be used and work like the ones in the video. I used muriatic acid and an aluminum foil I bought from my local store and copper sulfate I bought online. Copper sulfate is usually used as an aldehyde pools, aluminum foil to store food, and muriatic acid to clean floors. So all of the chemicals were pretty easy to get and are overall pretty accessible for an amateur chemist. I started by adding 2 spoons of copper sulfate to a large beaker and around 100 ml of muriatic acid. Then stir manually till dissolved. When all the copper sulfate got dissolved in the solution, I added a piece of aluminum foil to it. Two main reactions are taking place here. In the first one, copper sulfate reacts with the aluminum foil, generating aluminum sulfate and copper metal. In the second one, the aluminum foil reacts with the hydrochloric acid from muriatic acid to generate aluminum trichloride and hydrogen gas. Later on, the hydrogen gas is lighted on with a lighter, generating the beautiful pale blue or cyan flame. However, it didn't look as cool as I thought, so I made a second try. I recorded vertically because I use it for a YouTube short I recommend you watching. This time I used more aluminum foil because I had the hypothesis that it didn't react as nearly as I thought because of it. As you can see, it reacted way more this time, so my hypothesis was right. Nonetheless, I wasn't satisfied enough, so I made a third one. This time I used an Erlenmeyer flask instead of a beaker like before. This because I had the hypothesis that the shape of the Erlenmeyer flask would make harder the exit of the hydrogen gas generated in the reaction, thus making the flame last longer. And I got it right. Now the question is, why is it blue? This can be explained by something called colorimetry. Colorimetry could be described as the science and technology used to quantify and describe physically the human color perception. This falls in a portion of the electromagnetic spectrum that is visible to humans, called the visible spectrum, with wavelengths between 380 nanometers and 700 nanometers. So, when the white light, a mixture of all wavelengths, passes through the solution absorbs some of the wavelengths in the light and transmits all of the other wavelengths. The resulting color observed is a mixture of all unabsorbed wavelengths, usually the color opposite of the absorbed color on the color wheel. Solutions containing transition metals that form ions with complete filled d orbitals are colored, for example, copper 2 plus ion. So when the hydrogen gas that is formed in the reaction is lighted on, it exhibits a pale blue or cyan color because the copper 2 plus ions are present in the solution. Another important aspect to mention is the waste generated in the reaction. All the waste generated was neutralized with baking soda and added water to deactivate the hydrochloric acid present. It was then all poured to a glass jar and left to precipitate out till having this as a result. I then just store it till I have a better idea into what to do with it. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.